Hello friends and family, and good morning from beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. For today's Tennessee roadside adventure, I thought it'd be fun to come out today to the incredible Christmas place. This gift shop is absolutely massive. If you are looking literally for anything Christmas, they have you covered. Some really cool like Disney Jim Shore pieces. You'll find lots of different things with the Grinch, a huge selection of different, like with those little village pieces, how you can kind of like piece them together, but they'll have like National Lampoons, Disney, Nightmare Before Christmas, and literally the biggest selection of Christmas ornaments that I have ever seen. This is one of my personal favorite stores in all of Pigeon Forge, and it's decorated really beautifully outside. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Let's take a moment though just to check out how beautiful the outside of the incredible Christmas place is. This is normally the spot right over here where they would put the Christmas tree up, but now they have some massive Christmas presents with some garland. This looks absolutely incredible at nighttime though. It's basically like a huge Christmas tree that is all Christmas presents. And then over here they started decorating a little bit more even with some Christmas candy canes. It looks like they do have the train over here I do want to show you. Yeah, check this thing out. Like, how crazy cool is that? A fun little photo op for the holiday season. Actually has the signage for the incredible Christmas place, but they do even have some of those like same Christmas trees out. The cool thing though, these are lit, so this area is a little bit more shaded, so you can actually see like the twinkling lights, and literally right up overhead here is Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Let's actually take a little peek here of the windows that they have decorated for Christmas time. They call this one Candy Cane Christmas Gingerbread Lane. So you do have like a bunch of gingerbread men, some little Christmas trains down there with Santa Claus, some massive gingerbread houses. But how about this? It's kind of like a cuckoo clock, like you have a little nutcracker up there. But literally all of these windows have different theming. This one definitely reminds me of like Disney. It says Under the Sea, so kind of like Princess Ariel, but you have like Santa Claus there with a little Christmas tree. He has a starfish, some angels, some really cool nautical theming on that one. And then Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. This one actually has like some twinkling Christmas lights on the trees. Lots and lots of cardinals. Look at the angels down there. This one is really beautiful. Like I was saying though, you'll find lots of Grinch themed merchandise here as well, and they are kind of showcasing some of the different offerings that they sell on the inside, from plushies to blankets. You got some more plushies here on the opposite side, how the Grinch stole Christmas. This one is probably one of my personal favorites. This one's really, really cool. That being said, I did want to mention this whole area does open at about 9 a.m. in the morning, so you can get here a little bit early, just take advantage of some of the different happenings. Here is the Santa house. So if you do want to meet Santa Claus, I highly recommend you do that here at the incredible Christmas place. Santa is so beautiful. Right now they are closed just because it's so early in the morning, but the hours, they usually open around 10 a.m. and close at 6 or 7 p.m. They are closed officially Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but you can come over here in Santa's house and actually meet Santa Claus, get your picture taken. The windows though are themed like really, really beautifully with some reindeer, the beautiful garland. Then you have the letters there for Santa. Another really cool photo op that they just put out though, before we do head inside the incredible Christmas place, here's an old school pickup truck. This is cool. They put like a little bench out in front though, so you could sit there, get your picture taken, but there's a Christmas tree in the back that's all lit with Christmas lights with some presents. And then right over here on this corner section is actually Mrs. Claus Sweet Shop. They do sell like fudge, cookies, and all sorts of different candy on the inside. This is what I mean though, like how beautifully decorated is the incredible Christmas place. You got some twinkling icicle lights, some Christmas trees, and again, they just recently started to put out like all of the Christmas things, like these candy canes with the twinkling lights, and literally right behind me is like a massive Christmas tree, literally made out of Christmas presents. This is so beautiful. You definitely want to come check this out at nighttime though, because these lights look amazing. Here's even one of my personal favorite photo ops though. They have like this old train that would be perfect for like the kiddos with the signage for the incredible Christmas place. Look at this thing though with the garland, and you actually have like Santa and Mrs. Claus up there, so a nice little photo op. That being said, speaking of Santa Claus, you can bring the kiddos out to Santa's house and actual meet Santa Claus here at the incredible Christmas place. How beautiful is the window decorated though with the garland. You have like some of Santa's reindeer, even the signage with the arrow pointing to Santa Claus. Now this photo op spot is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They do open at 10 a.m. and close around 6 or 7 p.m. each day. Definitely suggest that you do that. Then yet another cool little photo op that they do have for the holiday season with this old school red pickup truck. This has all the twinkling lights with the presents in the back though, and the Christmas tree. This whole area though definitely comes to life at nighttime. Okay, so as soon as you come inside, this section is called Santa's Pen. So this whole section is literally for like a family of 4. These ornaments are $16.99 for the hanging. Then the tabletop are $26.99. Here's some of the different offerings. Like they will have like family of 1, family of 2, 3, 4, and so on. But this is a whole family with like sitting here on a Christmas bench with some holly berries. Here's a really cool one though with like the little street lamp wrapped in Christmas garland. They're actually Christmas caroling, singing Silent Night. That one is actually really neat. They have like a whole family of snowmen here with some presents in the sleigh. And it does look like they even have like some assorted Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ornaments with Rudolph and then Clarice. These have the little dangly Christmas presents, so you can actually get these personalized here. They do have some that they actually have like the names on there. Here's like a whole family of like gingerbread men. You have this family here with all like the winter beanies with the Christmas tree. This section here has a whole bunch of ornaments for $14.99 a piece, and again all of the personalization on these are completely free. You have Santa there with his bag. Looks like he's getting ready to go down the chimney. This one is a really cool design though. Here is another Santa one with the reindeer with the little Christmas bells. I can't believe like the personalization is free, so that's actually a pretty good deal. They do have one here with like a mitten. You got like the little elf there with the candy canes. Of course, being here in the Smokies, you're gonna find lots of assorted ornaments with like black bears. This is a cool like Christmas wreath there with the bear with the Santa hat. They have one where he's like kind of like laying down there like a little teddy bear with a snowflake design. Even some really cool ornaments though with like, here you can get like a little photo frame. So you can use this as like a Christmas ornament or like an actual picture frame, which is really neat. But they have so many different versions here with like Santa Claus, with the sleigh with the Christmas presents. This one here might be my personal favorite though. Look at Santa's beard. It actually looks like it's all sprinkles, and he has a little wire pair of glasses. It's really neat though because they even have a whole selection of different Christmas ornaments with your assorted pets. Whether you do have like a cat or a dog, you can get these personalized as well with the little Santa hats, the Christmas trees. Here's a really cool like dog bone. Actually has like a little princess crown with the heart there. I actually like that one a lot. That one is really neat. And if you did recently add a new family member here, a pet to your household, they do have a new family member Christmas ornament with like the little paw print there on the bottom, and some new 2025 ornaments with the doghouse with some candy canes. Looks like they're even running some deals right now at the incredible Christmas place. These are massive nutcrackers, just about 24 inches tall. Normally $40 a piece. These are now only $25 each right now. The attention to detail though, that is such a good deal for them. Right over here is yet another special that they're running. This one is a 13-inch LED white lantern where you do have like the family of snowmen. You can get these personalized as well with like your name and the year. These are normally $40, now only $22 a piece. It does look like they do have a couple different offerings though, so you do have to look everywhere. This one is more of like a smaller tabletop lantern that you can get personalized for $22. And then right over here, let's see what else we have doing. So here is a special on your scene bells. Oh, that's really, really cool. Like, look at this. It has like the tree on top. Oh, this is an actual like working bell. These are normally $35, now $20 a piece. Then it literally kind of just spills off to everything Christmas. Again, the theming inside of this shop, you just take like one sharp turn and there is so many cool things going on. Look at these awesome statues here with Santa Claus. I love this. They actually look like they're hand carved. They're that nice. You have yet another little lantern again with Santa. And check out this. The little snow globes that they have. I like that. It's a little Christmas ornament, but a bunch of different versions with Santa. Seriously though, how beautiful is this Christmas tree? So this is all like white and blue themed with the icicle lights like coming from the ceiling. Actually got some ribbon that says "Let It Snow." Let's check out some of the different things that they have for sale, because pretty much everything they have on the tree like you can purchase like separately. Here's like a massive Christmas stocking. This has some huge embroidered snowflakes with that pearl design. I like this a lot. These are $52 a piece. Tons of different like statues and different things though. Like here is a huge Santa Claus statue. He's holding like a scepter, a tree in his hand. Looks like another deal that they're running here on these acrylic nutcrackers. These are $100 a piece, but these are, let's see here, 15 inches. Here's even some little like trinket trays with that same snowflake design. For only $12 a piece, and they do actually have two different ones. Here's even some of the ornaments and different things that they do have on that tree. These are covered in little rhinestones. Perfect for the Great Smoky Mountains though, with like these trees that are painted on the front. They even have some versions here that actually are all like rhinestones and snowflakes. These are actually really, really sparkly. Lots of snowflakes though that they have. These are actually only $5 a piece. Some of them are only $4. I feel like that's a really good deal for like a nice take home for a Christmas ornament. And here are some ceramic ornaments for $11 each. We have Joy, All Hearts, Come Home for Christmas, and then Believe. This is what I mean though. This gift shop is seriously like second to none. The attention to detail that they put in, all the different things that they have for sale. Here's some fuzzy little polar bears. They actually look like they're covered in snow. That is really, really neat. Here is a pack of 4 Christmas ornaments. These are like your classic glass ones with the snowflakes. So a set of 4 ornaments for $17. Let's actually come over this way and check out some of the different happenings though. So we have the Great Smoky Mountains National Park section. Here's a really cool coffee mug that you can get. This one says Smoky Mountains. You have like the Old Mill Restaurant, some Christmas lights, like Dolly Parton's cowgirl hat, some black bears. This is really cool. I actually like these a lot. I don't see the price on there, but that one is really neat. Looks like they even have some stickers that say The Incredible Christmas Place with Santa Claus. Then here is some of like the Great Smoky Mountains National Park ornaments. These are solid wood though. It comes with a little 2025 tab with the black bear for only $8. That's a really good deal. Looks like they have a Bigfoot version here. It says Bigfoot Stole My Moonshine, Great Smoky Mountains. Again, that one has the little 2025 wooden tab, but they do have one in the shape of like Tennessee. And here's some of the Cades Cove buildings. Here's the actual like chapel. This is really cool. We went into this chapel before, which is really neat. It says Missionary Baptist Church. I'll actually link the Cades Cove video we did in the description box of this one. But that one is really cool. And it looks like they have even more Cades Cove cabins. The John Oliver cabin. So this one is pretty much like as soon as you go into Cades Cove, one of the first buildings you'll see. And how cool are some of these Santa Claus statues? So this is a set of 2 with Santa, North Pole baking, and then it comes with like this really nice fireplace with like the wood logs. That is $95. They have another one here with Santa Claus with the Christmas wreath with a little snowman where Santa has his bag there. And then underneath there, like I was saying, you're going to find lots and lots of really cool like Grinch things. Beware, a Grinch lives here. He's holding like the little sign with the Christmas lights. But these are $75 a piece. And how adorable are these little like garden gnome like Santa Clauses. Look at him there. Look at the little flannel jacket. He's got some reindeer slippers. I like these a lot actually. Looks like they do have a couple different versions. Like this one here has like a fuzzy little plushie. This is what I mean though, how this place is decorated. Always take a moment to look up. Like you have a huge photo op here with Santa and his sleigh and then literally all of the reindeer. But the ceiling is painted really cool with these nice like twinkling Christmas lights. I love this. Really, really cool. Here's even more new merchandise for the Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. So this is a nice little like figurine for your mantle with the black bears. These are $21 a piece. Like I'm shocked all the different like statues and different things that they have. Here's a little black bear. It says Great Smoky Mountains. It's actually holding like the beehive. These are $12 a piece. So a couple different versions with black bears. Looks like they even have some different drinkware offerings. So this one is really tall, just like a Stanley cup with that forest design. Comes with a big handle with the straw for $41. Looks like they have some like Bigfoot, Sasquatch throw blankets down here on the bottom section. And here's like a massive like carved wooden sign with a black bear. He's literally holding a welcome sign. That's actually really neat though. He's kind of like waving at you. And a couple other ornaments that I do want to show you. So this one is the bear there with the big red Christmas ornament. These do have a magnet on the back, so you can kind of use these and put them on your refrigerator. And you have like a little black bear on a log. These are $18, and this one here is $17. Here's even some nice little glass Christmas trees. The cool thing, like these are an actual like box set, so it does come with the glass tree, the base there with the little mirror, and then all of the ornaments. They actually sell similar ones to this like over at Disney Springs at Walt Disney World, but it comes with the box as well in case you are doing any traveling so it doesn't get broken. This one has like the smaller ornaments with the tree for $38. Then here's actually like a larger version. This is actually probably about 3 inches taller than the smaller one, but this one here is $34 with the original box. Let's actually come over this way though. Looks like they're running some more specials here at the Incredible Christmas Place. So some more little gnomes there with a little Christmas tree hat. These are normally $50. Now only $22 a piece for them. And right next to that is a 48-inch red and green elf. Yeah, how cool is he? He is a massive elf for only $70. And a couple different things that I want to show you down here on the bottom. These actually look like Jim Shore pieces. They are that nice with a Santa Claus. I actually like these a lot. You can put like a candle on the inside. That one is $74. Then yet another deal they're running here at the Incredible Christmas Place. This is the 23-inch red and green elf. Normally $65, now $30 a piece for them. And some more different Christmas decor that they have that I want to show you. Again, with the little garden gnomes. You got the Christmas tree. And it says Christmas at the bottom for $23. Let's actually head on over to this section. So this looks like a little cabin that they have that you can go inside and check out some of the different ornaments and different things. But right off the bat is a really fancy Santa Claus, like holding a Christmas tree with the lantern. That being said, I always like to check out the different trees that they have. This one is almost like a peppermint swirl Christmas tree with like some disco ball ornaments. Then here is like some really fancy ceramic ornaments. Like these are absolutely massive. You have like Santa Claus there with his naughty and nice list. Right behind that one is a really nice snowman with all of the cardinals. And again, these are like hand painted, so really nice quality. You have another snowman with the Christmas scarf on. And here's Santa Claus literally with a train. They have so many nice like intricate Christmas ornaments inside of this booth though. Here's like a massive Santa Claus one. So this section is definitely a little bit more pricey, but these are like artist ones. But you have like Santa, some reindeer. Next to that one is Santa Claus, literally as like a doctor. He has the little teddy bear there, his doctor case. And right next to that is like a massive Christmas tree. It looks like there's some presents at the bottom, some nutcrackers, and then Christmas ornaments. Let's see what else we can find though. Looks like they do even have some of those ornaments in like a smaller version. So here's the smaller version of like that larger tree. This one is $47.50. Then over here is like a whole like bakery design that they have. This is like a huge cupcake gift shop. You have like Santa Claus popping out there, a little teddy bear. Then here's a really cool one that's actually covered in sprinkles. Look at this little Christmas train. The colors that they use are really, really cool. Then you have like a little chef gingerbread man. They even have some really fancy box set Christmas ornaments. So you do get 13 glass ornaments here with like Santa, some snowmen, some like almost like Christmas trees. That's not bad though. So you get 13 ornaments for $43. These are really cool, like a nice like retro design. Here is a set of 5 glass tulip ornaments with like the red and then the green theming. I remember having ones like this when I was growing up though. And again, they do come with the box. This set is $49. Underneath there is yet another set. I always like the ones that are kind of like carved out and like indented in the center, but you do get a whole set of 8 of them, including Santa and a snowman. Let's actually make our way inside of the gingerbread cottage and check out some of the different ornaments and different things in here. Look at this though, like the trees, like they're funneling Christmas music throughout. This is all like candy cane themed, like gingerbread. I love this. So this section here is the sweetest season. Let's dive right in and see what we can find. So some more deals that they have. A 24-inch snowman with peppermint, normally $60. These are now $30 a piece. And it looks like they even have some like Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus plushies. Let's dive right in though and check out some of the different things. So here's some cool like collectible figurines in cupcake form. You have a nice little snowman for $12. Right next to that one is like a Santa Claus cupcake for $12. Lots of different like gingerbread houses and things like that you're gonna find in this section though. There's a massive gingerbread house with some Christmas trees. This one does light up though, which is really cool. These are $75 a piece. Right up ahead is like a much larger version with the little snowman out in front with this peppermint design. But they have some snow globes with a snowman on the inside. And these actually do play music and light up, which is really cool. They have some glass Christmas trees here with the big bow. And how about these, like almost like a candy design nutcracker? These are on clearance here right now at the moment. And then some really nice throw pillows that are also on clearance with the joy design with some holly berries. That being said, let's check out some of the different Christmas ornaments that they have. So here is a nice like a gingerbread house ornament. These are solid glass though, 5 inches tall for only $20 a piece. Really nice attention to detail. Here's one with like some gold ribbon and bows for $10. But you're gonna find lots of like different snacks here. Look at this though, you got like a little ice cream cone. Almost looks like a little hidden Mickey there with like the peppermint ears. But these are $7 a piece. They do have a couple different like a snowflake gingerbread cookie designs. Like a seafoam blue, you got a blue one. And then like a lavender color one for only $6 a piece for them. Then of course like some of your classic Santa Claus ornaments with the blue design with all the rhinestones. This one here is $20. Let's actually head a little bit further into this section though and see what else we can find. So it looks like they do have some more deals here. Some really tall like gingerbread men with like the retractable legs. These are normally $80, now $40 a piece for them. And they do have like a whole family down here on the bottom section. These are smaller ones, but still about 20 inches tall. These are $18 a piece. Some ceramic Santa Claus statues here as well. Looks like they have 2 different colors. These are actually 50% off, so $22 a piece. Then this whole back section is all like pink themed items. Check out the size of these Santa Claus coffee mugs. Holy moly, I thought this one was big. That one is $43, the larger one is $57. Probably the biggest coffee mug I've ever seen before. This is nuts. And they do even have some more like Nutcrackers. So they have these in a bunch of different designs and sizes. He has like the little Christmas stocking, some candy canes, and then Christmas trees. And then yet another massive gingerbread house you can purchase. This one has like all of the pink themed. You got some gingerbread Christmas trees there on the front. Even a little figurine with Mrs. Claus. Looks like they're even putting out some Christmas pajama sets. So these are like your shorts. They have the elastic band there with the Santa Claus design. These are super duper soft though for $25. Again, these are adult size. Looks like they do even have the matching top to go with it. For only $30, this one is a full button down. You got some candy canes and then Santa. This is what I mean though, you really have to look everywhere because they have so many awesome ornaments and some of them are pretty reasonably priced. Like this one is a solid glass with Santa for only $14. They do have some more of like your candy cane swirl designs. You can't go wrong for a nice glass ornament though with all of the sparkles. This one is $17, and they do even have like the smaller versions of those larger Nutcrackers, except these are actual Christmas ornaments, but they do work actually. These are $13 a piece, but they have two different colors, pink there. You could even purchase some really fancy Christmas wreaths with the holly berries. This comes like all like ready to go. You got the lights like strung in there, the ribbon. They have a couple different versions. Okay, so I'm just making my way out of that section with the gingerbread cottage. Here's some really fancy Santa Claus statues though. Peace on earth, he's holding like a little note there. This one is super duper fancy and it lights up. I don't see the prices, but that one is really cool. Here's a really tall Santa Claus one. The attention to detail on these though with the Christmas bells. His pockets are filled with candy canes. He's holding a huge tree, even has a bell on his hat. They have so many different versions of Santa though. 'Tis the season to wine. He has his bag there that says cheers with all the Christmas garland and wine. This one's probably my personal favorite, where he's sitting on like a huge present, but he literally has like so many things in his hand. Merry Christmas, some rocking horses, some plushies, and then right up ahead is some more of like your classic like white and silver designs with Santa. Here's some more really fun things tucked away in this front corner. I want to dive right in though and see what we can find. So here's some really nice wall art with Santa Claus. He actually has a fuzzy Santa hat, making a winky face. Underneath there is another one of those massive coffee mugs. Like seriously, like look at this. You can actually use that as like a vase. They do even have like some glass vases here with Santa. These are $34 a piece. And a whole bunch of different like kitchen towels. These are actually like super duper soft. Again, kind of like with that candy cane pinstripe design with this cream color and then the red. You have Santa with his nice list, ho ho ho, where he's making a bunch of facial expressions. They have a bunch of different things that actually match like each thing though. Like here is the North Pole official chef. This one is a kitchen apron on clearance for $40. It does look like they do even have like a massive ceramic cookie jar. That's really cool. These look hand painted though. These are $90 a piece. Even some different like kitchen spatulas with some gingerbread man and Santa Claus. It's really fun though because I actually have a whole bunch of different clearance merchandise kind of just like scattered throughout with the regular offerings. Here's some glass cups with like a snowman with a scarf. These are hand painted as well. They have a couple different colored scarves though. These are only $6 a piece. Here's a really cool like a Christmas ornament statue. They have so many different designs. Like these are solid glass. They have a nice pink one in the back there. This blue one for only $18. Here is another Santa Claus statue where he's making a winky face holding the Christmas wreath. That one is $55. And then even more kitchen towels here for the holiday season. This one says warm wishes with some hot chocolate there with some gingerbread man. And it does look like they do also have a Santa Claus version. This one's on clearance for $13, but everything is embroidered. Let's actually make our way over to the back section now because they do have an entire spot literally with just Jim Shore pieces. So let's see what we can find. So here's a bunch of different offerings with the Grinch. He's kind of like a little garden gnome. I love his facial expression though. It says naughty on his hat. Here is another one. Again, like he's showing like the size of his heart. And again, you can use these as Christmas ornaments, which is cool. They have a couple different Grinch Jim Shore pieces down here in the back section though, with him like leaning on some Christmas presents. Here is one with like that massive tilted Christmas tree. That one's on clearance for $80. You have the Grinch and little Cindy Lou Who. That actually says naughty and nice. Then here's one that actually says like Whoville, Grinch Road, and the Mount Crumpet for $90. Let's actually continue our way over to the back section though. Check out some of the different Disney related ones that they have. So here is Mickey Mouse as Santa Claus. He has his naughty list and his nice list with like Pluto. You have Goofy, Donald, Daisy. This one is really cool. They have Stitch dressed up as the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Look at him there with the flowers. So many different Jim Shore pieces. Here's one from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I actually like this one a lot though. The attention to detail on that one is really good. Of course, you can find lots of assorted Christmas related Jim Shore pieces. This is all of the characters inside of Santa's sleigh, but you have like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and then Daisy Duck. That one's actually really cool. Here is like a letters to Santa version with Mickey and Minnie. Looks like they have their little letter there to Santa Claus going to the North Pole. They even have some Hello Kitty versions. This one is a smaller ornament with like that candy cane design. Like I was saying though, so many different characters you can get from Frozen. There's an Olaf Christmas ornament, even some M&Ms. Even more Jim Shore pieces. These are actually from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. These are the Rudolph traditions. Looks like he's doing some ice skating. That one is really neat. They do even have like a countdown till Christmas one. So this has like the little chalkboard there. So you can kind of put like the days till Christmas. Really cool to go with Rudolph though. They do even have the Clarice version. This one has like a little Christmas bell on the top. That one is $67.99. Wasn't expecting to find these though. Like they do have one with Buddy the Elf, one of my personal favorite Christmas movies with Will Ferrell. Buddy's there with his dad, and it looks like they even have a couple different Hershey's designs since my last visit. You got like the little York peppermint patty, the snowman with some Hershey's bars, and then Santa with a whole bag of different Hershey's candy. And how cool is this massive Hello Kitty Jim Shore statue? This is probably one of the biggest statues I've seen at this gift shop. So that is a really, really cool find. Underneath there is a bunch of different like Santa Claus and then like garden gnomes. But you have Santa there with a scepter, a Christmas present, and then like a huge Christmas wreath. That one's on clearance for $90. You have a very tall version right behind there though with Santa like holding a huge like red truck. They even have some in this back section here from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack and Sally. Looks like they're getting ready to dance. That one is $90. And then here's some of the different garden gnome ornaments with like the little birdhouse there. These are $50 a piece for like the smaller ones. Here's another one, like a little snowman with a Christmas wreath. I do actually want to show you some more of the Grinch Jim Shore statues though. This one is cool where he's like popping out of the mailbox like stealing the letters from Santa. That one is really neat. They have the Grinch here with his fingers in his ears so he can't hear anything. The bottom says Merry Grinchmas. Then they have like a massive one actually with the Grinch. You have little Cindy Lou Who and then Max. Look at this though with the Christmas lights on the bottom with the base. And then over here you have the Grinch. Looks like he's stealing the Christmas tree and putting it up the chimney. This is what I mean though. This gift shop literally goes on and on for days, and we probably only did about a quarter of it so far. Let's continue on our way though. Check out some more of the merchandise. That was a huge Jim Shore section. Oh, I think the next room has a really awesome photo op though, and a whole bunch of nice Grinch merchandise. Okay, so I'm just making my way into the next room, and holy moly, look at like the stained glass windows on the back section. You have this huge like leather chair to get your picture taken, the massive train there, and again this is completely free. You can walk throughout, get your picture taken. Right over here is some of the assorted Grinch merchandise. So they do have like some massive serving trays. These are actually hand painted, which is really cool. I like the Grinch's facial expression. Looks like they have some little plushies. Here is the Grinch with the little Christmas tree design. That's actually really cool. I like that one. Looks like they have the Grinch kind of like upside down going down the chimney. So many fun things, of course, with like Grinchmas. You have May Your Holidays Be Super Zen. You have like a very relaxed Grinch there for $20. Let's check out what else we have doing here though. Okay, so here is Santa's sleigh. You can get some massive Grinch plushies. I like this a lot though. Look at the Christmas tree with Whoville, a whole bunch of Grinch ornaments. They actually put one of the big plushies there on the top. But you can actually purchase this Santa's sleigh, 7.5-foot red pine wooden sleigh. These are $500 a piece, so you can make your own like Grinch setup here. Let's actually see what else we got doing though. It does look like they do have a more of like a winter baseball cap with a really fuzzy design with the Grinch. These are $27 a piece. They even have like your countdown till Christmas calendars. This is a nice like felt design with all of the days of the month for December. These are $41 a piece. And they even have some Grinch pair of ears. These would be perfect to wear over to like Universal Studios for Grinchmas for only $12. You could even purchase some of the signs that they use to put inside of their Christmas tree. Like this one says Grinch Street. These are $45 a piece, but they are absolutely massive. Underneath there, you do have the Whoville design for your Christmas tree. Let's see what else we have over in this section, though. Okay, so here are some really, really fuzzy throw blankets with the Grinch. Looks like they have a couple different designs. This one has the Grinch embroidered with like some winter like earpieces there to keep his ears warm. These are also on sale, like the throw blankets. Normally $65, now only $43 a piece. But they do have a couple different designs actually. This one's actually embroidered Merry Grinchmas with a huge graphic of the Grinch. And how beautiful is this Christmas tree that they have decorated with some nutcrackers. Here is a 96-inch nutcracker you can get your picture taken with. Let's actually head behind there though, because they do have an entire selection of different nutcrackers on this back wall. Let's see what we got. Okay, so look at this. Even some different versions I wasn't expecting to find. You have a Star Wars Yoda nutcracker. Again, these are solid wood. That one is $65. Next to that is a Snoopy nutcracker with the little drum set. They actually have like the little placard there that says Snoopy at the bottom. And they have a nutcracker with a Snoopy's house with Snoopy and then Woodstock on the top. So many cool like themed nutcrackers here though. This is really cool from the Wizard of Oz with the characters on the top section. You even have Toto in the basket. That's really, really cool with all of the sparkles. The one right next to that, that reminds me of like Jimmy Buffett. It says Paradise Welcome and then Tiki Bar. But they have so many different nutcrackers here from the Wizard of Oz. Here's like a smaller version with the little heart there, with the clock, with the ruby red slippers. Oh wow. Yeah, the attention to detail seriously on these nutcrackers is something else. Actually, I almost missed some of the nutcrackers here on the bottom section. So here's an actual like Disney Geppetto nutcracker. He has Pinocchio actually hanging by a string. That one is really cool. And they do even have this one here. Look at Ralphie there in his little bunny outfit with the Christmas tree. You have the actual leg lamp though that does light up, and it says Fragile on the bottom. Here's even a whole little selection of different Coca-Cola Christmas ornaments with the polar bears. This one has like a massive Santa hat that's embroidered Coca-Cola. So many cool designs. These are actually only $11 a piece. You have a little polar bear there. Looks like he has a 6-pack of bottles of Coca-Cola. These are covered in sparkles though, which is really neat. They have a little red truck here, kind of like with the photo op that they do have out front, except this one is a Coca-Cola version with the Christmas tree for $15. And then right underneath there is another nutcracker. This one has the Coca-Cola design though with the little bottle tab for $18. Here's a fun little selection of different Disney Christmas ornaments and like Universal. These are all Hallmark ornaments, but you have Donkey Kong. These are $17 a piece, so a little bit cheaper than I thought. Looks like they have a Disney Princess Cinderella version. Right over here, they do have some Olaf Christmas ornaments, which is really cool. Looks like he's jumping for joy. These actually come with like a little ribbon to hang them on the tree. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, you have a really fancy Hedwig ornament with the little cart there where they would push it through platform 9 3/4. Here is the Books and Wand that they call this. So you can see like Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire with Harry's wand. So many cool ornaments. Here's a Disney Tinkerbell ornament for $17. And it does look like they have some assorted like stocking holders from like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and then Mickey Mouse dressed up as Santa Claus. Here's a whole selection of assorted Christmas stockings, and I did want to mention you can actually get free embroidery done here. Like that is very, very surprising that they're giving that for free. But here is some assorted Christmas stockings, more of like a burlap design with Santa Claus doing some skiing. Everything is embroidered on these, which is really nice though. They do have a snowman with a top hat, a really cool one with like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Here's another Santa Claus version though. This one actually says Merry Christmas. Everything is embroidered though, even the snowflakes. Here's some really cool designs actually. I like the gray with the blue color. These actually look really nice. You got some buttons on there and a Santa Claus version. So these can be embroidered completely for free. And then even more stocking holders. They do have a couple different offerings with cardinals. Here's a few other Hallmark Christmas ornaments that I wanted to show you from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one with Jack Skellington and then Zero. From the movie Elf, they even have a narwhal Christmas ornament. Goes perfect with that Jim Shore piece with Buddy that I showed you. They have a Deadpool Hallmark ornament here, and it looks like they even have one on clearance from Star Wars Mandalorian. So this is Grogu literally inside of like the little side bag. Okay, so just making our way out of that room, and we kind of go into a really cool like rustic selection of merchandise. They have these really nice size like wooden snowmen with the little top hats. You got some pine cones. These are actually like made out of sticks, which is really, really cool. Let's actually check out some of the assorted ornaments that they have for sale with like this rustic design. So these are actual shatterproof ornaments. You can get like a moose for only $6. Here's a whole family of black bears. And again, you have like all of the sparkles. That one is $16. And it looks like they have a whole bunch of assorted snowmen. Look at this though. Actually has like a real Christmas wreath. Like a real touch and feel to it, I should say, with some holly berries for $9. Here's like a massive Christmas wreath with the snowman on the inside for $10. This one comes with a big ribbon. I'm definitely a big fan of these rustic ornaments though. Here's another really cool one. You got like the stump there, the little mailbox that says Merry Christmas. That one is literally only $4, so a really good price. They have some more little garden gnomes that are covered with like snow on clearance for $7. Then a whole bunch of different color Christmas trees. Like they have a cream colored one. They have a silver and a green. Let's actually make our way into North Pole Village. They have these really fancy like archways and different things with a bunch of Christmas trees that you can actually purchase. Yeah, this will definitely put you in the Christmas spirit. This is something else. Really crazy to see this indoors. Look at all of the garlands and different things you can get. Oh wow. Some Norway spruce Christmas trees. Norfolk starlight. This one actually has some really cool colors, so it does like kind of change colors there. They have some massive like reindeer that you can get and put in front of your yard. Now look at these little like street posts that they have. This is something else with like the snow going. An antique Santa lantern they call this. These are normally $200. Or I should say normally $300. Now they're $200 a piece. But you got like a snowman and then Santa Claus. And they do have like some singular taller versions with Santa. Let's head into the next section though, the Department 56. You can get some snow babies, some Limacs, and all those assorted like villages and different things. So here's like a huge snow globe with a bunch of different pieces on the inside. How cool is that? You have like a little department store there with Santa Claus with the sleigh on the inside. Here is FAO Schwartz, the toy store with some Christmas trees on the inside of that one. You got Romero's Bakery. A little signage there, Merry Christmas with some snowman. Even a little Nora's Christmas boutique. Here's a whole little spot though from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. A little cool little photo op there with Clark Griswold. But they do have all of the different pieces on display, and I really like that. So you can kind of see what they look like before you purchase them. You have a National Lampoon's Plaza Theater, Granny's, established 1989. This is really, really cool. Look at that, like the old vehicle that they drove with the Christmas tree on top. It looks like it was uprooted. You have the RV there. That's cool. Okay, and there's the actual house from the movie with the Christmas lights. What was throwing me off though, they have like a rotating Santa Claus on the top there with the reindeer. Of course, right next to the National Lampoons, they have a whole bunch of your Christmas Story merchandise. Again, with that photo op there with Ralphie. Looks like they do have a little snow globe. Actually has the leg lamp on the inside. It looks like the package busted open. This actually plays music though. These are $66 a piece. Underneath there is some smaller notebook sets. So it looks like you get 3 notebooks. Let's see the old price tag. These are $14 a piece for the set of 3. Then you can kind of look inside though and see some of the different pieces you can purchase so you can create your own village. Of course, we have to check out some of the different Disney related pieces though. We have Mickey's Christmas Kiss. Look at that with Mickey and Minnie. So these are all in the original boxes, which is cool in case you are doing any traveling. They have a Mickey and Minnie version with the Christmas wreath. This one says Mistletoe Surprise. Down here on the bottom section we have Mickey's Lights Up Christmas. So he has like his little box there with the Christmas lights. We have a sugar and spice version with like Chef Mickey and Minnie. Looks like they're making some gingerbread pieces. And then Mickey's Tree Lot. So this is like the whole like sale booth here for the tree farm. And then with all of the trees. But you can see exactly what these look like inside of the little setup here that they have. And right next to the Disney merchandise is actually more things that they have on sale here. These are some LED, let's see here, ticket offices. Normally $88, now $50 a piece with the winter scenery. I do want to show you though because they actually have them on display with like the rotating Christmas tree with all the teddy bears with Santa Claus. So they do have 2 different versions. Here is the actual like ticket office with the carousel horses, and you have some Christmas carolers. I did want to mention though, because they do even have some Halloween versions here at the Incredible Christmas Place. This is a whole like Disney section though. You have the 3 hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion, like the carriage without the horse. That one is really cool. You have like some Disney park guests with some ears, Mickey Mouse graphic t-shirts. But how cool is this Mickey pumpkin? That one actually comes with like the street lantern with the pumpkin design. And then some candy corns kissing booth. Look at this with Mickey and Minnie. I like that a lot. Looks like they even have a whole setup here for the Grinch. We have Flu-Who's Fireplace Palace. We got tools, chimneys, sweeping, and repairs. Here is the Grinch again with Santa's sleigh with Max. He has everything loaded up there. Welcome to Whoville. So many different pieces you can get though from Department 56. Every Who's ribbon and bows. Here is the Grinch there with little Cindy Lou Who. Looks like he's holding her to put the ornaments back on the tree. You have the office with Who Hash. These are really neat. I had such a fun time today hanging out here in beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's always a pleasure coming out to the Incredible Christmas Place. checking out the massive selection of different Christmas ornaments they have to offer. Some really cool items from Disney. You can find lots of those cool villages like I was saying, which is really neat to come out and check them out. Lots of Jim Shore pieces and things from the Grinch. They literally have something for everyone. That being said, like if you are here in the Pigeon Forge area, I definitely suggest you check that out. This is a year-round Christmas store. Definitely puts you in a good mood and the Christmas spirit every time you come here. That being said, if you'd like to help further support our travels, please consider checking out our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box. But if you liked today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.